Today we will learn about the micropropagation. In this, it is a latest method of plant tissue culture, and the definition of micropropagation is the production of large number of vegetative progeny of very small size by the help of tissue culture, and the small particular progenies are known as your plantlets. Herbert Land in the year 1902, he was the first scientist who had studied about the micropropagation, and he had also told about the totipotency, that is the capability of cell division. Then different scientists they had worked on that is Robin Cote, White, and so, and they had told this all that any part of the plant can be utilized for the purpose of your plant tissue culture, and that part of plant is known as your explant, which is capable to regenerate the complete plant. As I said, it is a latest method. Any part of the plant we can take, either embryo, tissue, pollen grain, any part, root, stem, leaf. So that particular part had been put it into aseptic condition, and one nourishment agent had been provided, that is it may be a nutrient medium. Now for the process of micropropagation, four things are required. As I said, the first and foremost important thing is your explant. Any part of the plant we can take, either root, stem, leaf. Okay. Then the next one, medium, that is the nutrient medium for the growth purpose. It may be solid, it may be liquid, it may be semi-solid, and it is of different types. Okay, that we will see later. Then aseptic condition, as that particular explant or the nutrient medium, they should be germ free. Then only the plant is capable to grow in a proper manner. So for that we are going to do the autoclave. Then for aeration we used to take the cotton plug, because we are talking about the plant tissue culture. So it might be within the conical flask or it might be within the test tube. So for that what it is, we need one aeration center. So cotton plug can be used as a aeration. Then technique of micropropagation. Here so many steps are there. The first step, you have to select proper explant. Without the selection of explant, you can't go for further step. Next one is your preparation of suitable culture medium. As you people are knowing which type of explant we will take, as per that we will take the culture medium also. The culture medium may be of carbon source, such as your glucose, sucrose, dextrose, etc. May be of nitrogen source, such as your nitrate, ammonia, salt, etc. And already I had said you, it may be of different medium, that is liquid, solid, and semi-solid. Then the pH had been maintained, that is 5.6 to 5.8 pH we are going to maintain. For sterilization we are going to do autoclave. When the medium is prepared, then it will be sterilized so that it is germ free. If you don't have the autoclave, we can use the pressure cooker also. There also we can maintain proper sterilization technique. Next one is your inoculation. Inoculation means when the explant is going to be transferred into culture medium for the growth purpose, that will be known as your inoculation. For that we used to use mercury chloride or that washing with sterilized distilled water. As you people are knowing that the distilled water is germ free, and here we can use the alcohol also, that is of 70% alcohol we can use. Then for aeration we are going to use the cotton plug. So that cotton plug is also have to sterilize, and after sterilization it is covered as a lid over the particular flask. Next is your shaking. For solid medium, no shaking is needed. But when we talk about the when we talk about the liquid medium, or when we talk about the semi-solid medium, we have to shake it so that the culture should mix properly in the medium for proper growth purpose. After that, we are going to leave for certain time period, and it will develop your callus. Callus is undifferentiated cells, that is a lump of cells are going to be produced. After that, organogenesis or morphogenesis is going to take place, and at that moment only we will see that the phytohormones are developed. Phytohormones means the plant hormones are developed, that is auxin, cytokinin. This already in class 10th you people had studied about the plant hormone. Different types of plant hormones are there, and each hormone is going to play an important role for the development of the complete plant. Then last step, transfer of platelet into glass house or fields. When that particular plant is going to develop in the conical flask or in the test tube, after that it is completely ready to put in the soil. Then when we are putting in the soil, what happens? It will acquire and it will grow. So this complete process is known as your micropropagation. Let us see the figure. See children, here explant we have taken, left hand top, that is known as your elite. From there only we had selected the explant. I said any part of the plant we can take. After that, medium we had taken, it may be solid, it may be liquid, it may be semi-solid. Then that explant is going to be planted in that medium. After that, after certain time duration, it will start forming callus. That callus is undifferentiated cells. After that, that part of callus will again grow, and it will start forming small plantlets. That plantlets will start dividing itself, that I am going to form the root, or the upper portion will be shoot, and so and so. So that phenomena will be going to take place, known as your organogenesis. Then as you can see in the test tube, that particular initiation of plantlets had been enlarged, little bit bigger in size of that particular plants. So what happens? It will enlarge and it will regenerate into the plant by potting. That is, simply we will put in the soil and it will grow. So children, in this manner we had completed the various steps of micro